Hi, welcome to week 4 of 75 Hard while pregnant. Good morning, it is day 22. Just finished a family walk. Good morning, it is day 23 of 75 Hard. I retried the stir fry and chicken and it tastes so good. Got some fruit and string cheese. Good morning, today is day 24 of the 75 Hard Challenge. I slept in an extra hour. It feels so good to have that sleep. I still might take a nap later. So I have a prenatal appointment scheduled for next week and I'm hoping that when they do all the measurements and everything, that my baby's doing really good. And this time around, at my last prenatal, they weighed me and they measured the baby and they said, "How are you feeling? Have you been doing anything different this time around?" I could tell they were kind of not wanting to bring up weight, but I did respond with, "I've been focusing on my health and making sure I'm more aware of the food I'm eating and exercising every day." And they said, "Oh, that looks really good. Yeah, everything's looking really awesome. This baby's looking good. Baby's measuring right on. And it seems like you're doing good." The fact that that was almost a month ago. And my next appointment's next week. Hopefully baby's still measuring great and that's why I'm gaining weight. Honestly, I was so stressed about the weight going up, but in reality, if my baby's healthy and if my baby needs that weight, then I'm gonna gain it. Like, there's no question. My priority is health for me and my baby, not the number on the scale. However, it definitely is nice to see the scale reflect all this work. For dinner, I'm having this cauliflower protein pizza. Hopefully it tastes good. I haven't had this kind before. When I went to my grocery store, I could not find the usual cauliflower crust pizza that I get, but it just got done cooking and it looks super good. So this is the first day I've had to completely stop my workout and restart. I was only about 19 minutes into it, but my husband wanted to talk, so we paused, we discussed some things, and now we're getting back into it. So, got started. I'm gonna do some circuit training. You get 1/4 cup of rolled oats, 1 whole cup of puffed rice, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. I get the creamy of it, but the chunky would taste good too. About a teaspoon of raw honey, and then 17 chocolate chips. And trust me, the portions are just right. So now I'm just gonna chop it back and forth and mix it up and spread it around, and then it's done. Good morning, it is day 25 of 75 Hard, meaning I have 50 days left. I just finished reading The Mountain Is You and now trying to decide if I should buy this one next. Not sure. I'm gonna see what books my husband has and probably read something we already own first. Aside from day 1 on this challenge, every single day I woke up and went for my 45-minute outdoor walk, no matter what. I did it. It was right away, checked it off, then I came back and got my progress picture, and I changed and got ready for the day. Until this morning, when I slept in and did not wake up for my alarm, and I didn't realize until it was too late I missed my chance and I had to wake up and get my kids ready for the day. So, to feel a little bit better, I just read my 10 pages and ended up finishing my book this morning while my kids were eating breakfast. So, I got one thing done today, and this kind of sucks because it's almost lunch and usually I have at least half of my stuff done. On top of that, do you remember back in week 1 when I said I was potty training my toddler and it was going so well? Well, it's not anymore because she relapsed and now I have to re-potty train her. And we're going to get through it. We're working our way. And hopefully it's not such a huge setback or struggle with having to do 2 workouts while potty training my toddler, while also still needing to work a full work day. Yeah. I'm glad I don't have any activity scheduled tonight because that would be really hard. Don't worry, I accidentally stopped my watch, but I'm still going to finish the last 2 minutes. Even if you're not someone who cares about seed oils, these sweet potato chips are really good. I was just snacking on them on my way home from the store, and I was really missing them this morning with my tuna dip. It is finally time for my second workout of the day. I'm going to do some yoga while I'm watching a movie because I am just so tired that I need something to keep me focused on and not falling asleep. Good morning. It is day 27 of 75 Hard. I was influenced on Instagram to purchase a scrunchie that you can kind of wrap your hair up in and it should be curly in the morning. And then I realized I already have scrunchies, so I didn't buy it. And I'm just going to try and do it myself with what I already have. Because that seems kind of crazy to get a special scrunchie. Anywho, on this morning walk, I've been having Braxton Hicks. And if you've ever been pregnant and experienced that, you know how much fun those are. With my previous pregnancies, my first 3 kids, I never experienced Braxton Hicks and I never experienced prodromal labor. But with my 4th pregnancy, I did towards like 36 weeks. And I'm currently only 27 weeks. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll go into labor early, maybe not. Wow, it really paid off, right? It just looks like I didn't brush my hair. My husband and I are going on a date tonight. I picked Mexican food because it seems really easy to fit it in your calories because all of the ingredients are right there, easy to see. However, my original plan was to not snack during the day so that I can enjoy more food for dinner. And I forgot, and I was hungry, so I had a morning snack. But I think I'll be just fine. I did look up the menu beforehand. I didn't look at any portioning or anything like that. I'm not super worried about it because it's usually prioritized around meat anyway, and that's my whole goal is to hit a certain amount of protein. So I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just going to maybe eat a smaller lunch. I do still want to focus on my protein during my meals in case I choose something different. I haven't pre-selected what I'm going to eat. I'm just going to go there and kind of mood eat and see what I feel like having. But I'm excited. I do need to fix my hair before that. Right now it's just up in a bun because it looked really bad. But yeah, I'm excited. For lunch I'm going to have a double beef hamburger on sourdough. So I have this office chair for my at-home office area in my living room that I work from home on. But my pelvis is just not having it anymore. I'm gonna switch over to the birth ball officially and have some relief. Yep. I am 27 weeks, so I started drinking my red raspberry leaf tea. It is not red. Tea, no matter the type, is usually brown, which is the same for this. But I like to mix some cranberry juice into it, and I actually added a little bit of mint leaves in here as well, just to make it taste better. The cranberry juice also does help with UTIs, which in past pregnancies I've been prone to, so I'm trying to be proactive about that. I think it also makes the raspberry leaf tea taste better, so. So I did end up curling my hair and had an amazing dinner with my husband. This side's cute too. Good morning, it is day 28 of 75 hard. Last day of week 4. I have my prenatal appointment today, and I will update you guys on how baby's doing. I just got done with my OB appointment, and while I was waiting for the gestational diabetes test, I just walked back and forth up and down the hospital hallway, waiting anyway. So I got my second workout done as well on my first jog, and it's like all the way up to here. So we're gonna have to catch up on water today. A combination of my pregnancy cravings. This is the last thing I need to do for week 4 of 75 hard. 75 hard, I've been very relaxed with myself. My exercise stuff consists of walking, yoga, a little bit of strength training, not as much as I would like, but as much as I can handle. Some of these habits with the 75 hard have been getting very repetitive, so I mix up days in my mind and like, we did it on this day, and I'm like, and it's just blurring my calendar together into one big 75 hard day. And it was like everything is just compiled into one. I did have a prenatal appointment on day 28. Midwife measured baby, measured me, said everything looks good, to keep prioritizing my protein and to keep, taking charge of my health and exercising as long as I can manage it, because it's very good for baby and it's very good for me, and it'll make it easier recovery postpartum to have the strength and the protein that my body needs for recovering. Seeing the scale go up 2 pounds in 1 week is very discouraging. I know the scale is not an overall measurement of health. However, it is one measurement of health, and the scale I use can track your body fat, can track your muscle mass and all the fun stuff like that. In order to improve my mood about seeing the weight go up, I try to convince myself that, it's because, but my body fats, my body fats stay the same, and my muscle mass and the baby's getting big. And I don't know if the scale can even track pregnancy weight and differentiate that. I don't know where that's categorized when it's measuring my body, but everything has just gone up, and it was kind of depressing. Made me start to question, why am I doing this challenge if it's not even benefiting me? That's when I look for non-scale victories. A non-scale victory is clothes fitting longer than they used to in other pregnancies. And I did go through all of my clothes this last week and just kind of try them on, kind of see where I'm at, because yes, I'm getting bigger, baby's getting bigger. Some clothes are too uncomfortable, I don't want to wear anymore. Some clothes are not even pregnancy clothes that I've been able to wear this long, which usually at about 8 weeks is when I transition into maternity clothes, and all of my pre-pregnancy clothes are too uncomfortable to fit. So to be able to go from 8 weeks normally to 27 weeks in this pregnancy is really motivating to me, to see that I am making a difference and I am taking care of my health and I am doing better than I've done before. And that's kind of the biggest measure for me, is, am I doing better than previous pregnancies? Scared to compare progress photos in this challenge, because I know that I'm not going to see a difference yet. I am not going to see anything change because it's only been 4 weeks, And in pregnancy, changes going on within 4 weeks is internally and maybe like a little bit bigger on the bump, a little bit bigger in some areas. And I don't think I'm mentally ready to see that I'm just getting bigger. My goal was, if I'm able to lift weights, I'm able to walk more and take care of my health more, then yes, baby's getting bigger. Yes, pregnancy stuff is getting bigger, but possibly my arms or my thighs, maybe those are getting toned more. Maybe they're getting more muscle mass. Maybe they're getting smaller by chance. And I don't think that's the case, and I don't dare prove that it's not and that they're just getting bigger too. In order for mental sanity, I've avoided comparing progress photos. My baby is growing. They need more space. The baby needs to be bigger, so I need to get bigger in that aspect. When I reality check myself with that, it helps a lot to know, yes, I can gain weight while being healthy. I have a picture ingrained in my mind. I'm gonna try and find it, and I can show you guys at the end of the 75 hard, if I can find it, of me at 42 weeks and 2 days in my first pregnancy versus me in this pregnancy. The comparison of my expression, my enjoyment of life, the comparison of 230 pounds to my current weight, whatever that is at the end of 75 hard, that is going to be such a huge motivator and a victory for me that you can't measure on the scale. And I know it'll give me a lot of pride to know that I did this and I took care of myself. So I'm just looking forward to that. Even though the scale is going up, I'm not going to give up on myself. I'm not going to give up on my health. And I'm not going to let myself make excuses. I'm going to give this challenge the full 75 days to see all of the non-scale victories. And even maybe the weight victory. Maybe at the end of the 75 hard, I am at a weight that I'm proud to be at to prepare to give birth. We'll see. I am someone who loves giving birth, and I'm very excited for that. So to be able to start my 3rd trimester, my brain is like, yay, I get to watch labor videos now. Yay, I get to start planning my birth vision, get to start prepping everything for a new baby. I did buy some cute baby clothes yesterday, and I'm very excited about them. I did not need them since I have other kids that I've been saving clothes from. But I'm someone who would give birth every single year as long as I didn't have to go through 9 months of pregnancy. Pregnancy is really, really hard for me. I get almost every single normal pregnancy symptom you can get. I get dizzy, which I get that when I'm not pregnant. I get swelling, I get joint pain, I get pelvic girdle pain, I get pelvic separation, I get headaches, I get nausea, and the list goes on. I feel like every week I'm like, oh yeah, and there's that symptom. And then I just feel less like myself, and I feel less connected to my body. However, I have noticed a difference in this pregnancy that taking care of my health, I have the confidence and I still feel like myself. Even though I can't control what number the scale is going to say, I feel very in charge of my daily actions. And part of this challenge, making sure I'm having good food, making sure I'm drinking enough water, making sure I'm having the protein I need. Before I started this challenge, and I'm ashamed to say it, but even in pregnancy, I was hitting 50 grams of protein a day and thinking, that's good, I got protein in today. So to start this challenge, averaging 50 grams a day, to going up to 120 grams a day, now 130 grams a day, I have so much more energy. My stomach is not grumbling for more food all the time because protein's keeping me full, and my muscles feel stronger, even though they don't look stronger, even though I'm not lifting weights as much as I'd like. I feel my appetite has increased. I feel cravings have increased. And it's not that I want to like eat and eat and eat and eat because I have like the baby squishing my stomach. It's not that I have extra space there. It's that I would just want to eat carbs. I just want to eat chips. I just want to eat cheese. I just want to eat pizza all the time. And I did find a good protein pizza that I have been eating. But because I'm being mindful of the food I'm eating and making sure I'm having the protein, I just don't have space for that in my diet. And it makes me sad. It really does make me sad. Going into week 5, I'm going to be transitioning back to working in office, which honestly kind of sucks because I really like working from home. It's very comfortable to work from home. I've got my yoga ball pumped up that I can sit on while I'm at my desk. I do have a second yoga ball my mom gifted me that I'm considering, it's gonna be embarrassing, but I'm considering pumping it up and bringing it to the office so I can sit on that, because the chair I have and sat on yesterday just hurt really, really bad. And I don't think I can sit on that for the next 3 months. And that is it for 75 Hard Week 4. I'd love to hear any advice you have about health and pregnancy or just motherhood. Leave it in the comments below. If you've done the 75 Hard or if you've been pregnant before, what is your go-to tips and tricks to be able to achieve your goal? Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.